Okay, how y'all doing today? Let me start this video off saying that I just don't want to be around people no more, man. It seems like as I get older, I'm starting to realize that I just be liking my peace. And sometimes it's like when you be around people, some people, not all people, but sometimes they just be not happy with life, miserable, complaining, and stuff like that. It's just like nothing is never enough. Sometimes you try to help people out, cater to their needs and wants in their life. They just don't care. And just like when you get older, you just gonna start realizing that the more and more you get older, the more and more you want your peace, because life ain't no joke out here, and you're supposed to live it to the fullest. So with that being said, if you can't bring peace to your life, then what you doing? So that's just my situation on about being around the people. It's just like sometimes people just complicate things, and then they just make things difficult and they don't have to, and it's just simple. And I understand everybody got situations and problems, but dang, you ain't gonna ever have a good day. You feel me? Even if your days ain't good, just try to make it good. Try to make the best out of your life and your days. So, and that's just my take on that situation. It's just because, just like how people just don't value principles and morals and stuff like that. They value money, and they just take a lot of stuff for granted. And they just need to realize that money ain't everything, and they need to just stop stressing themselves over that. Money come and go. So once they learn that, and it's just like they just be tripping over the littlest things. I know it's hard in life, but you gotta get it together, because I'm not about to let you disturb my inner peace. So that's my take on that, because it's just like when we was younger, everybody enjoyed each other, played together, had fun together. It's just like when you become a adult and you're in the real world, it's a lot of stress and pain and problems, and that's a lot of stuff that you just don't need. So I'm so done with being around people, and that's why I just like to just stay to myself, because I'm at peace. I ain't gotta worry about nobody's situations. I could do what I wanna do, and I ain't gotta stress over nothing. I can make my music, go to the studio. My new project, Skip Any Means, it took me about a year to make that album, because I was stressed going through things. So it's like, and you're gonna start to see that stress taking effect on your body, because it took me too long just to make one project, because I was going through so much and I couldn't think straight. So much be on your mind. Just when you around situations, it just be so much on your mind, even at the job force, when you working, when you got situations with your immediate family, all types of stuff. It's just like, it's always something. So that's why I just like to tend to be alone, and that's okay. As long as I can work on being me and better myself, that's all I need. But sometimes you gotta do that, because people be looking at situations wrong in life. They stress themselves out about everything, and they gotta start being thankful for the situations they have. I know it gets tough. Life gets tough. But I noticed that, but once you get older, you start losing friends. Y'all all start to go y'all separate ways, and that's okay. But I had a bunch of friends when I was younger. But as I got older, cut a lot of people off because I started realizing everybody really ain't your friend. They swear they're your friend. But one time, some come in need, when you need a friend to be there for you, nobody's supportive. So that's just how I feel about that take. Nobody's supportive of you, but they want you to be supportive of them in their situations. So that's why I like to just be alone. So don't come over here disturbing me. Go on about your business and do you. And it's all good. So that's my situation about that, because it's just like, how do you guys feel when you start to be alone, isolate yourself? Does that make you feel like, does that make you feel happy? I would say. And it's just like, I done seen a lot of places in this world that I done been to. I done been to Canada and many other places and stuff like that. And then I see the people down there, they're enjoying themselves, having a good time. So it's just like, it made me look at life different. It has my outlook on life a little different. Learning that I can make the best out of my situations, but if you don't make the best out of your situation, or if you hanging around anyone that's making everything miserable, that's gonna make you miserable. And I'm just talking about situations in general. So that's why I tend to be alone. I used to like to be around people, but I don't know why I changed. I don't like being around people no more. But sometimes people can be mean and cruel and stuff like that. And I just don't want to deal with all that. Where everybody always got something to say. So that's why I like being alone. I like my me time. And your me time is valuable. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. But when you go through life and you realize the situations that occur in your life, and how many people you thought that was your friend, that was supposed to be there, and they just left you out to hang, you'll realize you're better off alone. You could be your own one man, one woman army. It's cool. Because you could be by yourself and handle it, then rely on somebody that you thought was your friend and be brokenhearted and disappointed. So that's why I tend to just stay away from people. But sometimes just be the people you put your trust in and believe in and really look forward to, you know, being their friend. It just be a disappointment. Nothing but a disappointment. So instead of me disappointed by being in someone else's presence, I can be in my own presence, where I can save myself and have my guard up for disappointment. And that's the crazy part too, because it feel like when you hanging around people, being around people, just even people in general, sometimes some people they don't be genuine. So it's like, you gotta have your guard up, watch your back. You can't come to them with your problems. Only they can come to you with their problems, because you just never know. So with that being said, that's why sometimes you just gotta isolate yourself. I understand. At first I didn't understand the situation about isolation, but as I got older, I'm starting to learn about isolating myself. So that's just my take on that situation. It's just so much things you could be doing in this world than worrying and stressing over what people gonna do. So that's why I tend to stay away from hanging around people all the time. I like being by myself, but hey, that maybe just be me. So in this situation, let me know how y'all feel about it. What gives y'all inner peace? How can y'all maintain it? And that's just even with jobs. That's why a lot of people don't like working at their jobs or want to quit their job. It ain't really a job. It's just the people. Because somebody always got something to trip. Or if a manager don't like you, they ain't gonna never like you. They gonna always not like you no matter what you do. So now you stressing about that. So it ain't about the job, it's the people. But that's everywhere you go. You're gonna be dealing with people. So if people learn to be better within themselves, be more happy within themselves instead of living miserable and taking their stress and pain out on everybody else, then the world would be a better place. Once we learn how to do that, we can come together as people. Everyone in general. So that's why I tend to like being alone. Because at first I didn't. I used to love to get out and interact with people. But as I get older, it ain't that serious no more. So that's just how I feel in that situation. So I want y'all to let me know how y'all feel about that. Do y'all feel like y'all gotta be around people? Or do y'all feel like y'all to be good chilling, doing good by yourself or doing bad by yourself? So let me know how y'all feel about that. And I'm out.